Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Gloria Keenman, and I know it's just been a very long time since I've put out content. I have my own reasons for that, and no need to explain all of that in this video. However, this video is going to be about my channel. So if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back despite all the inconsistency. And if you're a new subscriber and this video or topic interested you, that's why you clicked, well, welcome. So let's go to the very beginning, how I started my channel, why, and what's happening now, and what I think will help. This is just a social experiment, so you all can just bear me witness. And you, if you're watching this at a later date than which it was released, you could just always refer to the timestamps, posted whatever 20th July. You can count that 10 days ago, 20 days ago, and check the statistics. So right now I'm averaging about 4,000 subscribers. Yes, 4,000 subscribers. And I haven't really put out content this year. I think at this point, I just overthink it because I think I have at least 5 to 10 solid videos that I just recorded on the fly. Like, oh, this would be very good to put out there since people are always interested in knowing A, B, C, or D. And I have the clips. It's either I don't edit them or I edit them and I'm supposed to take out copyright music. And basically by the time all of that is done and now I have to post, I feel like, who's even going to watch this anyway? Are people even interested in these kind of topics? You understand? So the self-critic in me just basically talks myself out of posting. That's how my brain works. And for those of you who don't know how it's like, I know it's like, but it's a very good thing. You should post. I know I should post. Like, you don't need to tell me. I know I should keep it active. It's just a worrying inside me. You get me? So yeah, that's just it. So from today, this is my first video. This is supposed to be informative as to what's happening to the channel. And I'm going to try to post every day till the dates. So now what's the date? Like I said, Rambla Gloria. I said we were going to start this video by explaining what my channel, how my channel started and everything. So 2022, that was 3 years ago. Wow. Yeah. My contract for my job as a teacher had expired. I had gone to fashion school, and my fashion teacher won't tell you like I was the most creative. There were people who were receiving awards and things. I just wanted to learn how to sew because I am a fabric obsessed person. I'm so obsessed with fabric that currently I run my own fabric business and I make clothes. So I started, I had finished fashion school 2022. And my contract for my job had expired. I wasn't going to renew. As a matter of courtesy, I actually tendered a notice just so, hey, in case you're counting on me, find somebody else because I won't be renewing. I was very tired, mentally, physically, just because I didn't grow up in a fast-paced environment, and Accra was too fast-paced for me. And for people who have lived there before would know that it is just ridiculously expensive. I don't think I can live, pay bills, exist in such an expensive and fast-paced but like visit fine, but live continuously, hey. That was the beginning of like a couple of my adult years. So I mean my independent adult years. So I just said, hey, my mom needs company. I'm going to visit her and I'm going to figure the way out. I was going to give myself a 6-month break because I had that much savings at the time. And also where I was going, I knew the cost of living was cheaper. This is Navrongo. So for most of you who followed me from my Navrongo videos, that's how the channel started. And I have such deep attachment to Navrongo. Like when people ask me, oh, where are you from? I can't really tell them where I'm from because my dad is from Volta. Like, hey, shout out to all the Voltarians. But I don't speak the language. I've never been there till recently when I was an adult. But I grew up, was immersed, was raised, have the thinking of a pure Navrongo girl. I think I should do a video on that. Something like you can take the girl out of the village, but you can't take the village out of the girl. Anyway, so yes, I go back to Navrongo and it's like grounding. This is what I am supposed to do, but this is where you're supposed to be. So I had always had the idea of starting a YouTube channel, like, hey, there's so much you need to showcase, and instead of spending so much time doom scrolling and posting irrelevant posts, or like I feel like social media gets to your head sometimes. Like sometimes you do post it to show like, hey, you look good. No offense or no shade to anybody who does that, but it's like, hey, come on, okay, what is the benefit? All right. So let me check if this mic has been working. Oh, this one. Okay, so I go to Navrongo, and at the time, a couple of months before, I started thinking of, hey, what do I put out there? Is my content going to be great? Because I always thought that you need some special kind of skills to be a YouTuber. You do. I'll create a video on that. But anybody can start a channel. Anybody. Because when I started this channel, my 50-year-old mother decided she was going to start that. She didn't have a DSLR. Her phone wasn't as good as mine because, our parents, they are not exactly technology crazy. That's the word. And she was starting, I think at the time it was like a Samsung A12. And she got monetized in 3 weeks. This woman got monetized in 3 weeks. Like, I don't know if she even knows how proud I am of her. But I remember I was like, why does this woman want to create a channel? But anyway, let's do it together. So our routine regularly is like, you go out for a walk in the morning and we just see nature. And growing up, mind you, I have lived around the country. So I kind of tell people that I am more Ghanaian than most Ghanaians because I kind of know the roads in this country in and out. Not the roads, but at least top to bottom. Like, sea to Burkina border to now the eastern border. The western border is what I haven't been to. So I find it really shallow when people say, how do you survive in a place like that? How do you survive paying rent that is like 10 times your salary with no water in a city that's supposed to be called the capital? How? You don't see me asking you that, do you? Rant for another day. So me and her just like, I was following a couple of all these YouTubers. Like, I just wanted to see if I could figure out a pattern in their posting and whatever they do, just so I could imitate, right? And then one day, one of the YouTubers I actually followed, she's called Stella. And I think what drew me to Stella specifically was her very first video was very normal. It's like a video you would take with your phone on campus. But then it was about her travels, Stella Chanelli, if you're wondering. So one day I reached out to her like, hey, mind if we met up for a drink or something? And she's like, sure. Budget or expensive? And I'm like, hey girl, budget. And she's like, sure. And she actually meets me like the next day or next 2 days after work. I was like, wow, that's a nice person. I thought people who were on YouTube were like celebrities or something. But she did meet up with me. And then I just told her all my concerns. And she's like, yeah, sure, start it. Start with whatever you have now. Talk about anything and everything. Like, start a YouTube channel now. It's the same thing I've been preaching right now. And I am just kind of wondering why I've gotten to this point. But, well, basically, we are trying to work on that. Okay. We are trying to work on that. Vision board from July 2025 onward is trying to be consistent. Not trying, being consistent. Story for another day. So, when I change, I switch jobs, I leave, I go to see my mom. So this 6 months, I was going to study a course and switch careers and figure out where I want to go with this fashion thing. And I just told Stella one time, like, hey, Navrongo is really cool. Want to come and shoot with? And she's like, sure. So we go out on a walk. And then I show her like how we basically live in farms. We have pepper farms, maize farms and whatnot. And then she shouts me out like, hey, if you want more content about Navrongo, Gloria came in, right? So I think what was happening to me was I was trying to figure out my success based on other people's feedback. So initially, when I started the channel, I think it was like a jollof cooking video or like a tour of Accra markets, something like that. And I realized that when I was posting them in like randomly, I wasn't really getting views. And so I was like, I don't think I'm going to succeed. And I quit. So now Stella was coming. And when she comes, we were meant to create content together. And if we create content together and then they go to my channel is supposed to look like a channel. So I need videos. So I was forced to create videos on the fly, like every 3 days. And 3 days because I think ideally there's some kind of consistency, like you need some kind of content, because if I come to your channel and it's just one video, it's like not a channel. But I don't know whether you're going to create more. I don't know whether I should stick. So people don't exactly subscribe. But if there are other videos and they are watching the other videos and there's some consistency, apparently YouTube shows this to other people. And that's how you go. So I met the 1,000 subscriber threshold like shortly after. And another one you're supposed to actually meet is the 4,000 hour watch accumulation. So if your videos are 10 minutes, people around the world are supposed to watch it for an accumulation of 4,000 hours. Something like that. Yeah, 4,000 hours. And that is when you get monetized. So you can't just go and buy subscribers. You get, if they are not watching your content, basically your content is trash. That's what they are trying to tell you. But then if you hit the 4,000 mark, it means, hey, like we are watching you. So I think I did a video with my mom pretty after, and that was it. Boom. I kind of went on a high. And right after that, I started traveling because this was like early 2023. So it was like, oh, I have to go do this. I have to go to do that. Because I was planning to get married that same year. I had a whole wedding planning series that I was supposed to post. And then I didn't post because I was so busy. And then after the wedding, I was just so tired and moving, relocating, all of that. When I figured that, hey, you have all this content there sitting down. Why haven't you posted? It's like, it's too late. You've been married almost a year now. So, so tell me if you want to see those content. I definitely will post them because I have them. And I also think that sometimes posting content is like a video form of your own memories. Yeah. So if you have any questions, I mean, leave them, like maybe how I created it, what I needed to create. It would just remind me like what to make for you, because there are lots of story for another day in this video. Okay. So when I became YouTube partner, a YouTube partner is basically someone who's gotten monetized. It's like you're partnering with YouTube to create content, and then they run the ads on your video, and they take a cut, they give you a cut. That's how you make money. I think it's a very good thing. That's why I'm like, everybody should do this YouTube thing, because you don't need some special qualifications, right? You could be a skit maker, you could speak a local language, you could be elderly like my mom, you could be sharing wisdom, tutorials, whatever. Matter of fact, I should probably do one for my sewing tutorials so that the money will be coming too. Yeah. Anyway, back to the thing. They gave me a warning. There was a warning, right? It says you have to maintain the 4,000 hour watch time. If not, you lose YouTube partnership. And we are sorry if you're not creating content at this time. We understand. No, sorry. If not, you will lose it. So basically, within 2 years of creating the channel, it's like I was really settling into my role of being a wife. That sounds so much. Being married and like understanding the new place I'm in and all of that, figuring out business and everything. That I was like, if you're going to how do you call it, demonetize the channel, you might as well, because I am exhausted. So they didn't in 2024 July. I say July because 2022 July is when I started posting consistently. Now 2024 July, they didn't. And 2025 starts, and I create a whole vision board. I create a vision board every month, so it's not like a new year board. I create it every month, and sometimes I break them down into quarters, sometimes into weeks, depending on the duration of the things. But then I preferably like the year, because it's like I get a new calendar and I'm able to track the habits, right? And one of the habits I wanted to track was consistency, because if I were consistent, I would have been consistent in working out and then consistent in posting. So I don't know. I still wasn't. I remember in March, I was like, okay, now I'm starting 1st March. And the days just kept flying. Then April, I'm like, okay, I'm starting in April. Then May, then June, and now we're in July. So I'm at a program. My neck needs to crack. I'm at a program, and then I get a mail, and I'm checking my mail, and it says, sorry, Gloria came in. You have the next 30 days to meet up with your monetization requirements. If not, we'll be taking your channel down. Probably I should post it somewhere. If not, we'll be taking your channel down. We understand you may be out of creating content for a while because of your mental health, blah, 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 blah. Please take the break you need. But please note that if we take down monetization for your channel, you have to reapply. So I don't know whether that reapplication means I have to start from scratch and get to the 40,000. And now I don't really have to make the 40,000. Did I say 40,000 or 4,000? One of them. But basically, I'm just trying to be out here and push myself to post every day for the 30 days. And let me even bust your brain. I think today is 16th. This email came on the 6th. So 10 days are gone. Yes, and it's the same bad habits. It's the same bad habits. We are human. So let's see how it works. Probably after maybe 5-10 days, I would give an update as to whether there has been an increase in subscribers or whether there are any changes, and whether after the 30-day mark, like what YouTube tells me, because this has really pushed me to be consistent. Because hey, like, a YouTube channel in this day and age is definitely a must. You need a YouTube channel. Matter of fact, that's what my next video is going to be about. I should probably title it simple and short: you need a YouTube channel. Anyway, I think we're done with my rants. If you have any questions, leave them down in the description box below. If you have any other things to address, you want me to address, feel free. I will definitely be answering all of them, and I will be creating videos as the days go by. I will also probably be posting a lot of the videos in my drafts. So if you are a new subscriber, I think I have to put that description. I have to think of something. Anyway, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.